I'm actually ducking into Roman's stall. Let's not be kicking at the barn. Let's all go out into the pastures to do all of that. Bucky's, could we go do that somewhere else? Wow, I've never heard Roman do that.
Hi, I'm Jamie, and I approve this message, and I love you, and I'm holding your hand while you watch this video.
All right, well, we've given the horses an hour to kind of get acquainted to the property, the layout, the fencing, the water, the shelter, and they've had a chance to kind of calm down after their ride over. Now what's happened is all of the horses that are new to the property have kind of walked over and they're going through the barn, which means they're ready to do the old interacting. It's time for some interaction. And this is the part that scares us, because what in the world? Who is what do I hear? It sounds like a demonic possession is happening inside the stables. Can you guys tell who that is? We know who it's not, but I don't see Bucky's or Talus. So we're gonna figure out what's what here, and then we're gonna also let Roman, Rita, and Gemma out. And let's just keep our fingers crossed it all goes well. What's going on over here? What's everybody doing? Is that screaming, Gemma? Gemma, are you the one screaming? Okay, well, I'm about to let everybody out. Roman, you're gonna come out first, okay? Hey, Bucky's, you might wanna move. You're about to be introduced to the Roman. We're not gonna have any kicking and fighting over here. Roman is in charge. And I think that Roman's gonna show his dominance right here. There we go, okay. Roman, thank you for being sweet. That was actually pretty sweet, guys. I will give Roman an A+ for being sweet. This is Ivy, and you've probably never seen a pony. Who is making that screaming noise? Rita, is that you? Okay, so there's a lot going on, and I'm trying to be very methodical in how I release all of the horses so as there's not too much chaos all at the same time. So, first of all, I want Roman to come out first because he is going to be the alpha, and he needs to understand that, and we're going to allow him his place, okay? Do what you have to do, Roman. Go by each and every one of them if you need to, and let him have some time to figure out who's who and what's what, okay? And then they will all learn that he is their king. He's King Roman, okay? Roman, that was probably not the best approach to take with a pretty lady. I probably would not try to kick at a pretty girl. Roman, that might not be the best approach. All right, there's gonna be a little challenging here. A little bit of challenging from Bucky's because he kind of has to do that. He's a man, and he has to still try to show that he's a man, even though we know that when all is said and done, Roman will take the lead, the alpha spot here. All right. And we're completely fine with that, guys. You got to pull that Band-Aid. At some point, you just pull that Band-Aid and let's just get it over with, okay? Let's just get it over with. You good now, Roman? I was like, you're like a god. Golly gee Whitakers. Okay, I'm about sick of all this. You are really freaking me out. Who's making all the racket? Rita, is it you? Talus, you've met Rita before. You know Rita. Y'all have met plenty of times. Oh boy, here comes Roman. Okay, let me get out of the way. Rita, we're not gonna start kicking. I'm gonna let you out. Roman, I'm gonna let Rita out now, okay? I'm gonna let Rita out, but I wanna have some space. I need some space. Roman's gonna, I'll make some space for you. Move it, Talus. Okay, Rita, come on. Baby, you're gonna be sweet. You know all of these friends. These are all friends of yours. Now you're gonna act Treat them like friends, Rita. I'm gonna close her stall back. Be sweet, baby. Okay. Now, what we don't want to have is everyone congested in here together. I don't think that would be the best thing for anybody to be all congested into the barn. All right, Jimmy, you ready? So I'm actually ducking into Roman's stall. Let's not be kicking at the barn. Let's all go out into the pastures to do all that. Bucky's, could we go do that somewhere else? Wow, I've never heard Roman do that. Guys, you don't have to try to impress me. Rita's like, Bucky's, this is my man. Rita, you don't got to protect your man. She goes, this is my man. This is my man. She goes, don't worry, Roman, he's blind as a bat. You're so mean, Rita. You're so mean to him. Come on, Gemma, your turn. Back up. Back up. Rita! Gemma, back up, sweetie. All right, come on out of there. Come on, Gemma, be sweet. Please go be sweet. We're gonna all be sweet, okay? Hi, beautiful. You find the water okay? We're gonna have to make sure we have a lot of water around here, because look, wow. Let me refill that already, huh? Already got to refill that. Remember your room? Remember your very own stall? All right, I'm gonna walk myself out of here. Oh, Lord. Settle down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Please. Hey, Talus, I'm behind you. Oh my God. What's happening over here? What in the world is going on? Why don't we all come out of the stalls and, hey, take it easy. Hey, take it easy over there. You're gonna fall and hurt yourself.
Time for Teaching Lester.
So, in case there's anyone who does not know horse behavior, or we could probably just say animal behavior in general, every time that you introduce new animals, there's always going to be a little bit of a clash to establish a pecking order. And then one of the things that most people hate to hear is that humans do the exact same thing. Do not think for a minute that if you go to a new church at some point, you have to figure out who's who at church, and you got to find your place on the pecking order. You're a student. It happens in every classroom. There's always going to be a pecking order at the workplace. And so a lot of times we don't like to think that us humans have so many animal characteristics, but trust me, we're a lot more animal than what we sometimes want to realize. And if you're going to sit there and still say, that's not true, Lester, that's not true, well, guess what? You probably have found yourself at the top of the pecking order and don't realize all of those who are under you because you're oblivious. You're probably just oblivious to what real life looks like, and you don't know the struggle of people who try to find themselves on that pecking order. So I would say consider yourself lucky if you don't know about the pecking orders, because they do exist in every facet of life.
Even when you go to a family event, there's a hierarchy, a pecking order. There's always a high horse, and then everyone else has to kind of fall in place under them. As you can see, we have the barn open here, so we have 2 water troughs. I will probably need more than 2 water troughs since we do have the gladiators, our little calves, our yearling calves in here with them. And I'll just say that I'm happy to see that it wasn't as bad as I thought it could have been. Okay, what I was the most worried about was Bucky's with his bad eye, and you just don't want to see anyone get kicked or bit. If you can help it, you just don't want to see anyone get kicked or bit. And I think for the most part we're okay. And then don't be surprised if you don't see more than one herd here. You could absolutely have a herd divided. So we know that Roman and Rita are going to be true to each other. We don't know exactly how everyone else is going to break down and how they're going to divide themselves. But we know that she will stay loyal to Bucky's. I'm hoping that Prim can hold her ground and not find herself at the bottom of the totem pole, even though she very well may. I don't worry as much about Stormy, and I also hope that Val will stay strong and not find herself back at the bottom. I think that Talos will be fine. We know Gemma's going to be fine. So it's just kind of a waiting game now. Now we just have to wait and see what happens. But the initial meet and greet is done, and I will say that we've come out of the meet and greet with no injuries, or none that I can see that are visible. All right, so there'll be more on this to come. Roman's like, and I want to welcome you all to the JL Ranch. It's nice to be the ambassador, to be able to greet you all. And he's like, hey Roman, you need to just leave them hussies alone. They ain't no good trash is what they are. You will not be following them hussies around. Rita, we're just trying to be good ambassadors, Rita. We're ambassadors of the JL Ranch. The hell you are. The hell you're an ambassador. Rita, poor Roman. He's like, Rita, we need to make one herd. We're stronger if we're unified, Rita. We're stronger if we're unified. He's like, man, you and me are strong enough, Roman. You and me are strong enough. Rita, can't we just all be friends? You ain't gonna be friends with no hussies. And this is really cute. The original 3 have found each other. Not the original, but those 3 that came together have found each other. Val's like, I'm just going to my room. I'm just going back to my room. All right, well, now it's been 2 hours. 1 hour since I let everyone together. You've all seen a snippet of that video already. Now, what I've seen over here is the weirdest thing, and I don't know why they're doing it. Okay, this is our old lot area, right? We're in the process of making us a whole lot better working lot. But for now, this thing is still here, and it's still very functional. But why in the world is everybody gathered up in here? What are you all doing, guys? I think they're trying to get away from Rita. I do think, baby, I'm sorry, Rita, I do love you. But I think they want to be away from you, sweetie. Guys, look at this, the saddest thing ever. Rita, don't come over here and mess with everybody. I don't think they want you to mess with them, sweetie. Listen, I love you. You're my special girl. You don't need their approval. Okay, she's like, I just want to go see what they're doing. I just want to watch them. Everyone's doing fine, guys. You don't have to worry. Rita, baby, can we just let them be? So what they came in from the back side, but I'll just open this front gate so they can go ahead and move around any way they want to. And guys, those marks are already on Bucky's neck. Those are not fresh. So I don't want anyone coming at me or Jamie saying, look what you've done. Look what you've done. That happened while at the other property, okay? So I'm on his bad side. I don't want to be over here. Lord, I don't know if I want to be anywhere around here. Hey, you need to all settle down, Rita. You're going to get me hurt over here. So it's cute how I'll come to find some shade. Even though there's plenty of shade. We have an entire, the stable over there, sweet baby Jesus. And they have the entire barn over here. So there's plenty of place for shade. Rita, baby, you're scaring everybody. Okay? So I want to show you. So for anyone who's screaming and hollering, look, what do you see over there? See all them trees? See all them cows along that tree line? So there's plenty of shade off down the hill. There's our stables over here where there's also water. There's also an open barn. I said in the first video this morning, I may have said it earlier in this video, that I have moved the feed buggy out. I've opened the entirety of this extra barn with a big old gate so they can come in and hang out. There have more water. I'm going to go ahead and open this back gate. Oh, Lord, Rita. Rita is a mess. Rita is a mess, guys. I love her, but she is a mess. What I want to do here is open up this gate so that they have two ways. They can have two ways in and out. No one can get pinned inside, okay? We'll make it where no one can be pinned inside. They have a gate at the front and a gate at the back. So there's plenty of places to go for shade. So do not let that be your big fight. If you gotta find a way to fight, boy, you better pick something better than that. Oh no. Well, looky here. Well, I did not see when this happened actually, but already we see that there's been a scuffle and something has already put a good beat down on one of my panels. Look at that. This is brand new. So, we already knew this was going to take a while. Oh no, now Roman has taken the shade and made everyone else leave. Guys, there's plenty of shade all around this pasture. Okay, for anyone who's not familiar with what's going on over here, 15 acres of wonderful, lush, healthy, good grass. This is good grazing grass. I have two big 150-gallon water troughs. There's also a pond at the front of the property that is the most crystal clear water that you've ever seen, and anyone who knows about my pond can vouch for that. It's beautiful. Now, it's not the kind of pond the horses want to walk into because it has a lot of foliage growing around it. It's a living pond, and we like it like that. Roman just ran all them horses out of there. We have rolls of hay. I'm leaning against one right now. And those rolls of hay, we have one here on the inside of the barn, and we have one over there on the outside. We have wonderful fencing, so no one's going to get themselves hurt. And they're still going through this process of getting to know each other, okay? All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. There's salt blocks. There's mineral blocks. They have a stall for when I feed them later. And tonight I will make my video, my live, be feed time. Feed time live. Rita, please, baby.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.